listening to PMN Tonga.
You're listening to PMN Tonga with John Pulu.
Ho eke ha'amata pule, malo mo e tau mawe whiawhini. It's just after 5:30 here for us in Tāmaki Makaurau, and I do hope you're enjoying the program so far. Ko tau polokalama PMN Tonga e ni. Whanga Māori e koe ni te tau ki wakai ai ki he tawhaki o e ngahi tala noa Māori in a new Tongan TV series highlighting the trials and triumphs of a whakaleiti or transgender person aired online. It's a new show known as Inky, Ponky. Now, this is a love story with a twist where a young whakaleiti falls in love with the first 15 captain, Amanaki Prescott-Faletau. She joins us right now to talk about the launch, which started off as a theatre production back in 2015 that is now something that's it's a series online. So without further ado, she joins us right now. Amanaki, malo e tau maʻo e whiawhini. Welcome back to PMN Tonga.
Malolele, thank you for having me again.
It's nice to have you on our Polokalama. It has been a while. Firstly, before we get into the series, what have you been up to? I know that you are a very busy person in the arts, but outside of that, what's life? How has life been treating you?
You know, as a Tongan, it doesn't matter what fame doesn't mean anything to us.
Amen.
Tongan, so I'm still at home. Looking after everyone, washing dishes, cleaning the house. Some things never change. Grateful keeps me humble, but other than that, just working.
Well, thank you for making sure people do the dishes. That's definitely my role. That's my role when I get home. It's the vacuum cleaner and doing the chores around the house. So, like you said, you know, fame is nothing when you go home. We go back to stage one. But we want to celebrate you and your amazing talent of storytelling, because Inky, Ponky is online. It's on the platforms where people can watch it, but we'll go into that soon. But tell us about the story. How did it come about? Because this is a personal story that, as I mentioned, it was a theatre play.
So it was first started off as a theatre play. Well, actually, first it started off as a drama assessment I did at the Pacific Institute of Performing Arts.
Pipa.
And yes. So it was a story I did back in 2011. And it was only a short, like 15-minute short skit. And then eventually, after graduating, me and my good friend Buleleki Jackson Burke decided to come together to write a full-length play, which was inspired by true events that have happened in my life and also lives of other whakaleiti girls that I know of. Eventually, the script turned into a published play in a book, and then I got picked up to be turned into a TV series. So it's a gift that keeps on giving, although I am pretty much over the story, but I get it. It's an education element, and I understand why people are still very much interested. But yeah, it was a play I wrote, 2011, and it's just been evolving and changing. The story has changed over time, but it's definitely inspired. Events in the series have been inspired by my own life and the lives of the sisters that I surround myself with.
Cool, yeah. Well, congratulations for something that started off little has now become something that is being shared, and I guess in a bigger way where others will learn about your story. But tell me about how you feel about sharing your journey. This story. This is something you experienced.
Yeah, definitely. It's something that's happened not just in my lives, but a lot of lives of the girls in my community. And so to us, it's like, we know the story way too well. But to people who are not so much familiar with our life and what comes with it, I guess it's pretty new to them. But it's definitely some events that have happened and I guess they're events that we've overcome. And so I've kind of taken these kind of traumatic events that have happened and just turned them into stories. And now they're paying my mum's mapakpaku and making her look CPA.
Oh, bless. If there's one thing that's good out of this, it's paying the bills. Well, congratulations on this, and this is massive because you're sharing a very personal, because a journey here, because I'm sure there is, you showed the good and also the tricky and challenging side of, of your journey. But let's come back to the story. You mentioned something key that's, I remember you mentioned just earlier. You said it's got an education element. What do you mean by that? Is this something you hope will spread more awareness about, the trials, the challenges that you and others may have encountered?
Yeah, I mean, even just the term "whakaleiti," like a lot of people are still trying to unpack that and understand what it means. And I guess in English terms, it means in the manner of a woman, but in political spaces, I would say a trans woman. But there are still very much nuances and differences between trans women and a whakaleiti. But
Oh, yeah.
I understand there's a lot of people who don't know the term or who've never been around whakaleiti girls like myself, and so who really don't understand what we go through. And also, to be a whakaleiti, I know a lot of girls who, um, I guess, who are struggling with their sexuality, but because they've also, to be Tongan, there's also this religious element to it, as well as cultural element, and so it's about balancing all three because um, we're proud Tongans, and so with being Tongans, we do really value our, I guess, just the terms whakaapa in our Tongan values, and so to be able to wear the term or wear the title whakaleiti, but still honor your spiritual walk as well as your cultural walk is
Oh, yeah.
a battle in its own.
Do you feel we're moving towards better than how it was before in terms of
Oh,
our relationship as, Tawanga Whakatonga with the Whakareti community? How do you feel from your perspective?
I mean, yeah, definitely. We've definitely pushed forward compared to, I guess, times before me or the sisters before me. And I think it's just that the role of being a whakaliti is like also like taking care of our families at home and our parents. And so that runs through our blood and through just I guess the values of being a whakaliti is like not only just trying to achieve your own goals, but knowing that there's a deeper meaning to why you're wanting to achieve these goals. And I think that's the beautiful thing about being a whakaliti is that we carry not just ourselves, but our families, our villages, and our churches with us. And we want to represent everyone in a good light, but also be very true to who we are and how we feel.
Oh, yeah, and and no doubt this will not only spirit awareness, but also, I guess, empower those who going through their own journey, who can relate to your personal story. And thank you for allowing your story like this to be so public. And I guess it will shed light on what you've been through, and there will be others who can relate to your journey. But how can people watch Inky Pinky Ponky?
So right now there's a TV series version of Inky Pinky Ponky on Multi Television on their app. You can go there and watch it there, or you can watch the film version, which will be released next month on the Coconut TV, which is worldwide spread. It'll be a different cut from the TV series, and that'll be released actually this month on the 20th.
That's right.
So go check it
I forget that we're in July too. It's like, whoa, we're already
Yeah.
past halfway through the year. Congratulations on this launch. And just quickly, you've got some familiar faces in this series as well. You've got the young JP Fuliaki.
Yes, JP, who'll be playing the first 15 captain.
Isn't it awesome? Our stories are being captured in in a series like this. You must be excited as well. Doing theatre and now having your own series. It's a great thing for the arts to have more of our people.
Yes, definitely. And I'm so glad that I was able to incorporate as much Tongan as I can in this.
Oh, wow.
Even using Cecilia Pusiaki, I had to have as many Tongans as I can on in front of the screen and behind it. So yeah, I'm really proud of this piece.
Well, I'm not offended that you didn't ask me to be a warrior as a background, or maybe a tree in the background, or maybe perhaps a piece of cardboard in the background, but that's okay, my dear. That's okay. Congratulations, and aia kona o si lawe mai kei Amanaki, the platforms where you can watch Inky, Pinky, Ponky, Māori television, and the film will be out very soon on the Coconet. Congratulations, my dear. Always proud of the work that you do, and thank you for making time for our program this afternoon. O whalahi atu.
Thank you. Awhalahi atu.